Detectives are poring over social media for details that might help them arrest new generation of mobsters who have turned their back on traditional code of discretion. After years when Cosa Nostra luminaries communicated only by handwritten notes in code, their youthful successors are making increasingly unabashed online boasts about their wealth, power, and contempt for the magistrates hunting them down. One Palermo mobster, Domenico Palazzotto, 28, who created a Facebook page under a false name, posted photos of himself cruising on motorboats, sitting down to sumptuous lobster and champagne dinners, and riding in a limousine. The rising boss, who called the shots in the Arenella neighborhood of Palermo, where he allegedly helped run extortion rackets, listed his liking for Neapolitan music and the U.S. singer Kenny Loggins, and name-checked an Italian TV series about the mafia. Amid crude insults apparently aimed at the police, Mr. Palazzotto also swapped messages with an aspiring mobster who asked to be enrolled in his clan. "Do I need to send a CV?" asked the applicant. "Yes, brother," replied Mr. Palazzotto jokingly. "We need to consider your criminal record. We do not take on people with clean records." The boss then adds, "Join my team. We are the strongest. Ha ha ha." In a brief video also posted online, one of Palazzotto's loyal mobsters yells, "I am the Godfather," to which Palazzotto adds the comment, "Well, I am the original." However, while the online postings, which were revealed by Italian magazine L'Espresso, are thought to be partly intended to spread fear among the mafia's host communities, such flagrant disregard for mafia's traditional penchant for discretion could also be the mobster's undoing. An investigative source in Palermo told The Telegraph that officers were spending time checking through Facebook to seek out the bosses lurking behind false names. Salvatore D'Alessandro, a rising mob henchman loyal to Mr. Palazzotto, also posted on Facebook under a pseudonym, uploading photos of dinners and boat rides with his boss, and described his ambition to move up the organization's ranks. "For the time being, I am one of the small sharks hunting in the deep," he wrote. "But the moment will come when I rise to the surface and will have no pity for anyone." The investigative source, who declined to be named, said the mob was pushing to make a comeback in Palermo, following years when the ranks of mafiosi were decimated by arrests. But the new generation, the source added, could not be more different to its predecessors. Going online would have been unthinkable for the old guard, the source said. They lived in farmhouses and existed on bread, cheese, and vegetables grown there, without using phones and relying on pizzini, handwritten notes, to get their orders out. The new generation are using Facebook, texts, and WhatsApp to show that they are going to the best discos, beaches, and restaurants, because they believe that is key to earning respect. The problem is that makes you traceable, and they are getting arrested. "There is a new generation of mafiosi in Palermo," said a Sicily-based magistrate who also declined to be named, but they have yet to prove they have the quality of their predecessors. Mr. Palazzotto was among 95 mobsters rounded up in June in Palermo in an operation dubbed Operation Apocalypse, aimed at decapitating the city's new mafia leadership. Police said they had put a temporary stop to vote rigging, extortion, and drug trafficking operations, as well as the laundering of ill-gotten cash through betting shops. More importantly, officers said they had halted a bid to pull together scrapping clans across the city into a more compact criminal empire, harking back to the leadership of Toto Riina, the boss of bosses, jailed in 1993. Investigators alleged a key figure in the rebirth was Mr. Palazzotto's cousin Gregorio Palazzotto, 37, who was issuing orders despite being in jail. A keen user of Facebook, Gregorio used the site to insult mafia turncoats who gave evidence to get out of jail, writing, "I have no fear of handcuffs, but I am afraid of those who start singing to get out of them." In other messages, he demanded an amnesty for prisoners to end prison overcrowding. He also posted loving messages to his wife, pasted onto a background of an image of jail cells, writing in one, If my heart was a jail, you would be condemned to a life sentence. His wife wrote back, "My love, I am here to support you, and when this nightmare is over, you will start to live again." In another message, in which she superimposed the image of a wedding behind bars, Palazzotto's wife wrote, "These bars will not divide us and will make